Hello everybody, my name is Mr. Alaska, and welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon. Just to start this episode, I just want to go over, at the beginning of each episode, you will generally go through each of these buildings, submit units from your party who didn't fare as well as you would hope in the last mission, but as you can see, everything's barred, everything's locked, so I guess we'll just go on our merry way into the first mission we have presented with ourselves. So first off, we'll just set up the party, and we'll just go over the spells. They're the best for the people I have. I should be able to do that to get full use out of them. And then we know Dismas and Reynold, the flagship characters for Darkest Dungeon, as you start each and every playthrough with them by your side. But we'll go into this next mission, and we'll go
the cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
Thank you. But with this provision area, we just load up on supplies we might need. This is a short mission, so we'll probably only take 12 food. We don't need that much. We're going into the ruins. I should probably explain that better. Okay. Never saw that. But on this map, we have 4 main areas, with the 5th inevitable area. We have the ruins, the Weald, the Warrens, and the Cove, each of which is littered with its own enemies, its own bosses, and its own traps. Out of the gates, we have the ruins to do first, so as I was previously doing, provisioning up for that. Okay, gave me my money back. 12 food, 2 shovels. I don't think we need any anti-venoms, because that's just heals blight. Might need 3 bandages, a couple medicinal herbs. Let's go A skeleton key, A holy. Oh, we're gonna have free holy water, but it doesn't hurt to have another. Then we'll load up on torches, because torches are what we definitely need for every adventure. Because torches are what help you keep that balance between going insane and being the stalwart protector you are meant to be in this rightful area. The hero panel. And that's just, I right-click on a character, you get their quirks, which can either be negative or red, or positive in yellow. You get their resolve level, name, customization, weapons, all their resistances and everything, and their combat skills and their camping skills. Camping skills we'll talk about later when we have a long enough mission for that. Right now, we'll just pile on through this area, hoping not to encounter any monsters of the night. Or sometimes the day. Starting out the game, it's generally just trying to get you used to the combat and everything, scary skeletons, and you get rid of them. And we can just kind of kill them as we actually haven't seen most of these abilities. Because this is a very strange loadout for the Plague Doctor, but you gotta deal with what you're dealt with. Good job. We'll just go through combat willy-nilly.
Back to the pit.
Casually one-shot the skeleton.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Kill our opponents. And open this chest. Contents.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Just gather some more heirlooms, which are used to upgrade each building at the Hamlet.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
It's kind of nice because throughout the game you do get those monologues that help you. And right now we have a surprise moment where your party surprises your enemies, and in doing so, each one of your units can attack first, while your opponents aren't able to move at all. Which is pretty nice a lot of the times, just so you can deal as much damage as you need to, hopefully kill somebody before anything happens. This. The unit in the back, the Cultist Acolyte, has an ability that does nothing but stress damage. And what stress damage is, it just piles on your stress meter right there.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Yes, it is. It's kind of nice.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. This expedition at least promises success.
Trinkets are given to characters in the slot here, and it just gives them extra bonuses. Like, this one is pretty nice, because we're fighting almost nothing but unholy, until we find, like, the cultists. And even then, they're generally quite pushovers. And we were given our first little split in the road.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Thanks, Reynald. Does he have Kleptomaniac? I see. It's not one of the worst ones. Simply isn't the best. The torch. I was literally just about to press T. Thank you, game, for keeping me on my toes. Unlike this first area, again, a nice surprise. Gives us a chance to just get as much damage as we need done. Kill who I'm pretty sure the Acolyte. No, Acolyte's not gonna die now. So we'll just make her die. And possibly get the chance to one-shot one of these guys.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
And then we just have to deal with a singular person. With this game, there is quite a bit of downtime, so this will definitely be the test. Okay. This will be a test if I can properly cover time. I don't think it should be that hard. I know some people can naturally do it quite well, but I will admit, trust me, I will.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
I'm having even right now, even though you can't see my hands. I mean, how bad of a it's one pretty creature. You don't have to give me an amount for that. It's a fun game.
Destroyed.
Rickety.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Get extra bonuses, like additional crests and all of that 50 gold. Ooh, we're high rollers now, people. But let us press on to the trap ahead.
Curious is the trap maker's art, his efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Right away. Because we haven't really felt the need to heal with our Vestal right now, which is generally a pretty good sign. Because that means you're going through
a handsome reward for a task well performed.
We'll pump up our torches. We just used all that food, but hey, good for us. We're a very balanced team. Now we have our final hallway. Because of the mission we were on, we could happily skip something like that. And this one promises a little bit more, simply because the sweet loot. Oh. And then we'll use our shovel, just clear away all these rubble and corpses, and go into this last fight. Guns a-blazing. This looks to be a tough one. Like, honestly. So, first off,
another one
get rid of the stress. Always check. It just adds unwanted side effects, because when your units hit 100 stress, they have what's called a resolve check, and it can either be negative, in that they find out you're very, very selfish, and by doing so, they can either skip their turn, use up items that do not have to be used, or even provide stress to your other characters, which is generally the most common. So as we go through, sniper, I don't like this guy. He deals quite a lot of damage. Just make sure he dies. We don't like this kind. Trying to switch for the skelly out front. Reynold. I wasn't able to do so earlier. Ooh, that's quite a bit of nasty damage.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Nice heal off with our Vesta. Yeah, not that good. But definitely better than none. And a nice dodge, because I believe that's the defender's, yes, it's a stun. We don't like stuns. We'll just use the open veins, even though skeletons, they don't have any blood, so it's kinda hard for them to bleed out. I mean, you gotta use some logic in the game that tests your wits. Again, can't do that. Let's just combo our Crusader, and hopefully he can
a death by inches.
An nasty hit, but we'll bounce back.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Shout.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Of course it is. And of course it's trapped. Guess we'll just pop that, eat this, and then we'll... Yeah, I guess we'll complete the quest. A nice, short, easy one. Grants us a little more access to further buildings. And then after every mission, you go through this scene, like in the first episode, where all your supplies is reconverted into gold, all the gold you find, and all the little antiques, as well as counting up every little bit of heirloom, and holy cow, 20 crests. Granted, there'll be a lot of those, but it's still impressive nonetheless. Then we'll just return.
Our family name, once so well regarded, is now barely whispered aloud by decent folk.
The sadness. But now, after doing that mission, we have access to the tavern and the cathedral, or abbey as they call it. Big whoop. But what these are, as you can tell from the little underline, they just provide stress relief.
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
And pretty much what it allows is you have a bar, gambling hall, and a brothel, and all your characters, they go there for the week, because this is what the time that the game is measured in, and they just hang out there, reduce their stress.
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The abbey calls to the faithful.
And even here, you can meditate, you can pray, you can do flagellation, all of which are just meant to, like, kind of calm your characters down. And we'll take a look at the stagecoach. Nice selection, but we'll save them for next episode. So with that, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I hope you really appreciate this series, because I love this game, and I hope you do too. Like, after watching people play it, and just finding it on my own, I wanted to get this game so badly. So I want to thank you, and hope you come back.